is Independent 1310 KXAM.
Welcome back to the Rebate Show with Buzz Remedy. We're here on Independent 1310 KXAM. Give us a call on 480-949-1310. Let us know about your experiences with rebates. Rebates. They're everywhere. There's money all over the place for you. We've got a guy, in fact, that's really very, very interesting, and I'm very excited to actually have him on the show today. His name is James Hickel, and he has written a blog online called Confessions of a Mail-In Rebate Junkie. Jim, are you with us today?
Hello?
Jim, are you there?
Yes. Hello,
hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Jim, we can hear you fine. Confessions of a Mail-In Rebate Junkie. What's that all about?
It's about the fact that I love the idea that a lot of these rebates that you get very cheap or free things. What I don't love is the fact that very often they make it very difficult for you to collect them.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's incredible. So after years of doing this, I put all my hints on a little website on this blog to help people collect these rebates that they've earned and deserve.
Now, Jim, tell me, how do I find this page?
The best way to do it is just on any search engine. If you do Confessions of a Rebate Junkie, it's going to be the first link up.
Right, it is. I got to tell you, it's really funny, and it's a funny site too.
Yeah.
You open up a lot of my wounds when you like I had mentioned before on the air. The back of the trunk of my car is filled with rebates. There's got to be $1,000 worth of rebates in the back of that car.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's really sad. So give us some of your hints here. Give us some ideas here of how you handle these mail-in rebates.
Well, one of my earliest experiences was I think people you'll complete the rebate, you'll send it in, and then the manufacturer will tell you didn't complete it accurately, even though you know you did. So I always scan or copy every single rebate that I have, and I find not always, but a significant minority of the time, they'll send me back a letter saying I didn't comply, and I will send them back the copy saying, yes, I did, here it is. And most of the time that does it. Second time around, they will pay the rebate.
So it's photocopy, keep good records. What else do you do that is a very important tip for our people?
Keep a log of the rebates. That a lot of some manufacturers will send you a postcard or a letter saying you didn't qualify. Many won't. They'll just not pay you the rebate.
It's a lot easier, I guess.
Yeah, so what you have to do is keep your own log and track when you get the rebate back. Typically when it happens, you can cross it off your log and forget about it. But don't forget to cash the check.
Right.
Because that's another thing that you have to be aware of. It sounds simple, but most of these rebate checks are stale dated after 60 or 90 days.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yep. They're deliberately, part of the whole strategy of this, I think, on the part of rebating companies, is to minimize the number of people who actually collect the rebate.
Of course, yeah.
And it's kind of interesting to me that I read a statistic one time that on a typical rebate, only 15% of the people who buy the product that qualifies for rebate actually get the rebate.
Wow.
And it happens for one of three reasons. Number one, they come home and they forget to file for the rebate.
That's me.
Number two, they send all the rebate stuff in, and the manufacturer or the rebate person company finds a reason why it doesn't qualify.
Right.
Number three, they send you the check, it's stale dated, you put it aside, you forget it, the stale date passes, you've lost the rebate.
Wow. It's amazing.
Yeah, so you've got to be careful to not only keep careful records of your rebate, keep a log, but then make sure you cash the check when it comes in.
Yeah. Now how many of these rebates have you participated in?
Oh, I couldn't even begin to tell you. I've gotten a classic example. A few years ago, I got a free desktop computer.
What?
With the rebates. I mean, between the price reduction and the rebate, the desktop is essentially free.
You're kidding.
No, those things happen all the time, and there are websites that tell you how these rebates happen. You got to be careful because a lot of these companies, their whole point is, okay, if I've only to pay 15% of the rebates, then I'm only offering a 15% reduction, even though I'm saying it's free.
That's right.
But sometimes these rebates come in more quickly than they expected.
Right.
And that's where they get into the very picky sort of compliance issues in terms of what,
of course,
whether you complied or not.